My goodness. Okay. What's up, everybody? We are live and ready to go here. So this wasn't long since we last saw each other, just on Saturday. Welcome back, everybody. A bit of an exciting game tonight, actually. Surprisingly, though, actually, you see the Duke favored by 15 and a half. Actually, on paper, this game looks quite even, I'd actually say, which is interesting. We'll get into that here in a second. Hopefully get underway here in not too long. But anyway, trying something interesting tonight. Trying a multi-stream on X as well as YouTube. Usually on YouTube. We'll try X as well, though. And Chris, what's up? Chris with the Go Pack Go. Chris, your Packers, I gotta tell you, man, your Packers let me down yesterday. Well, sort of, not really. I mean, I still got out of my fantasy with a win, but it was ugly. All right. So in any case, we'll get into some of the details on this here in a second. But look, I think the game is particularly interesting for a couple of reasons here. We think this is perhaps a bit of a trap game, as my computer decides to freeze. Oh no, there it goes. My computer might just melt tonight. I don't know. Try this. Oh, okay, there we go. It's acting funny. It's probably going to overheat and explode. But in any case, here we go. So, yeah, on paper, this is why I think the game is super interesting, all right? So, on paper, Duke averaging 80.8 points a game. Hofstra averaging 80.4 points a game. All right? Opponent points per game, Duke allowing 65.9, Hofstra allowing 68.9, so pretty close. Dead even on field goal percentage, by the way, 47.8%, and basically even on rebounding. And Hofstra averages one more assist than we do. And here on the first possession, they're going to go late into the shot clock, and he's going to get a leaner there. And that is going to be Tyler Thomas, they said he's the fifth leading scorer in the nation. My number says that he's the second. No. The fourth leading scorer. I have 4. Apparently ESPN has 3. I don't know. The stats for me say he is the fourth leading scorer in the nation. The dude averages 23.6 points per game. He scored 29 points in the last game against High Point. It scored 40 points earlier. No, scored 40 points earlier in the season against High Point. Against their last game, Hofstra actually lost their last game, coming in here after an L. Who was that against? That was against St. Louis. They lost by 3 points, but still. So number 23, Tyler Thomas, the one to watch on the Hofstra side. Our guys, you all know them already at this point, but it's the usual 5 on the floor. Given that Tyrese Proctor is still out, nice deflection there by Filipowski. The 3 is no good. Hofstra averaging about 11. Call it 11.2 three-pointers per game. So that is definitely their strength. That and the free throw line. Hofstra number 5 in the nation from the free throw line as Filipowski is going to hit from 3. Nice shot to get him going. That's actually been a rarity this year to see Flip hit from 3, but lo and behold, he gets one here early. 3-2 for the good guys. As I need to shift my... Nope. Too much. All right, now we've got it working. And yeah, all right. So Nick, welcome back in, by the way. Yes, so Nymeris is a trap game because it's a very efficient three-point shooting team. And in college basketball, you can hit the 3, you can give yourself a chance to win at any point in time. And here's a terrible turnover here by Duke, and you're going to be a steal going the other way. That was a Dubar, but no good. I dodged a bullet on that one, got away with it. But Nick, I think you were at the game on Saturday, were you not? Tell us about your experience there. Let us know how that went. Because I'm pretty sure you had told us that you were looking forward to going to a game, and if you finally made it to a game, congratulations. Decent one to go to. It was rather interesting there early at one point, and then we finally sort of pulled away, a bit nerve-wracking. And then they came back, and you were like, wait a sec, are we about to blow a 25-point lead? And then we actually figured out and remembered how to play basketball, and then we pulled away, and that was it. Hofstra comes up short in the rebound there to Carlos. And so this little spin move trying to go coast to coast, going to be a foul on Roach. His first, second? That should be his first foul on Roach. It's like we're good at beating big teams like Detroit and KC, but stuck beating teams like New York with a rookie. Tommy DeVito has actually been... I was very surprised when I looked at some of those stats, by the way, for the last 3 games. I think he's only thrown 1 interception, and he's got a fair number of touchdowns. I was a bit of a trap there for the Packer defense that I streamed. My streaming defenses in fantasy have been awful, by the way, all season. I think we're just going to go back to Philly. But... Yeah. So Nick, you were at the last game. So tell us about your experience. Were you actually in the student section? Were you standing in the student section, or did you have an actual seat? We'd love to know. And also, what was up with that fan that I guess we had to stop the game because the fan collapsed or something? I was wondering did you see that, and what was that about? Mitch is up close. He was in the paint, basically trying to get his own rebound and could not. And so still 5-4 here, and this is going to be Dubar for 3, and that one goes cleanly down as Hofstra picks one up. Oh, it was an actual seat. Okay, so you were upstairs. That's awesome. Very good. Very good. Well, I'm sure it was a good atmosphere. Do let us know, I suppose, what your favorite cheer was. There's obviously Crazy Towel Guy is always a good one. The Cascada song is a good one. Orlando, Hofstra is the team I've seen with the most odd names. Dubar, Washington, Farmer, Wilmuth. It's pronounced Wilmuth, actually. Carlos, Fritz, Baruch, Thomas, Silas Sunday is a funny one to say. By the way, Orlando, you asked last time for a throwback logo along the top, which I guess is actually... Nope, wrong direction. It's that way. And you got it. I think this is... Now you put me on the spot and I can't remember. I think this is from the 60s. I think this is like the 1960s. As a Blue Devil from way back in the day. We'll cycle through them as we go on through the season. As Roach picks up 2 there and makes it an easy one. Nicely done by Roach. And Timothy, welcome in. Ant, I need a good Filipowski game tonight. Ant, what's the line on Flip? He's averaging 17 points per game. Do we have an over-under on Flip? Is that what we're calling? You got it last time on Jared McCain, right? It was over-under 1.5 threes. He hit 2 3-pointers within the first 10 minutes, so you were good. What are we banking on here for Flip? And Nick says, all I saw was the lady that was put into a wheelchair. Oh man, that sucks. That's no fun. Well, hopefully that fan is okay. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Happy Tuesday. As a quick programming note, we will not have another stream in the next week, purely because Duke doesn't play. The next Duke game is going to be on the 20th, actually. That's a game against currently number 6 Baylor, ranked number 6, 9-0 Bears, up in Madison Square Garden. I like our chances in Madison Square Garden, always do. So over under 16.5 points from Flip. It's like basically Vegas gave you his season average and was just like, does he hit the season average or not? Because yeah. I mean, 16.5 is like right there. Should be competitive in the first half, so he'll need to show up. I mean, the other night it was only 5 points the other night. This is the box score from the game against Charlotte the other day. And against Georgia Tech, he put up 12. So actually, the last couple games against Arkansas, well, he had 26. So the last 2 games, he has not reached his scoring average there. Orlando's, I got Flip 17 today. All right, so there you go. We got 2 people in the chat that need at least 17 from Flip. Remember when we just had a devil face as our logo? Yeah, so, okay, I pulled a bunch of them. There's a bunch of the old school logos. I've got 3 or 4 of them ready to go. I'm not going to throw them all out in one stream. So give me maybe I'll find like a retro Baylor. I bet there's a retro Baylor Bears one that I could find for the game against Baylor too. So we can go. But needless to say, I'm also upset since my association football team, Manchester United, lost their Champions League games. I actually think my brother was watching Champions League earlier this afternoon, but he's a Liverpool supporter, so I have a feeling that he probably enjoyed your loss. Says, what's everybody's post game or pre game meal? So I have not eaten yet, actually. Remember the bear one? Yeah, I'll find a bear. I'll find a some sort of bear. We'll also come up with a fun. We'll come up with like a fun thumbnail for that one too. Something about like facing off with a bear in a forest or something. So yeah, I have not had dinner yet. Actually, it's kind of been too early for me. The dog's gonna eat in about a half hour though. I don't actually know what is for dinner. It'll be a late night. I'm probably getting some apple cake here in a second though, once it comes out of the oven. Get a sec to come back here in the we'll come back to the game here in just a second. And yeah, they're basically highlighting Dunbar and Thomas, which is apparently the second highest scoring backcourt. Dunbar, a junior guard. One of the interesting things about this game, to me, when I was looking over the stats, was just how senior Hofstra was. As Filipowski's got 2, so he's in the score sheet. So actually, no, he's got 5 so far now. I was really surprised about, how senior Hofstra was. They have 3 graduate students and 2 juniors in their starting 5. And the one thing that is interesting about that, though, is they're starting 4 guards and 1 forward, so they really have no height, which for the folks that were calling for the Filipowski, go crazy, get a lot of points night, probably a good night to do it, given that his got very favorable matchups in the paint all night. So he's got 5 so far early, as it's 9-7 Duke here. Just had a salad from Olive Garden. So did it come with all-you-can-eat breadsticks? Is the question. Had a homemade hot dog today. Forgot Fudo on mine. He's been watching all the Hell's Kitchens episodes. Oh, man. The first free throw at the line is no good for Hofstra, actually. Hofstra, again, the top, so number 5 nationally, that was Jaco Fritz, who missed at around 78% from the free throw line. So, yeah. Definitely don't want to get into a situation where you have to foul these guys late. At the Duke game, somebody got me a big bucket of popcorn, but has the Duke logo on it. It was full to the very top. Wait. So, Nicholas, you took the popcorn home from the Duke game as a beautiful assist by Filipowski. Gets Blake's an easy 2 and the runner. Nicely done. I suppose the assists don't count towards the point total, though, for the folks betting at home. As we've got, once again, Thomas trying to go left on TJ Power. The help there by Blake's is not in time, as Thomas has 4 so far. You know what? This is has the classic, and as Filipowski's about to get 7. Yes, he is. That's another 2. Easy one there for Flip. Nicely done. Great feed, by the way, by Roach. I really like that there's a lot of assists. That's an offensive foul. Oh, my goodness. That is Juan Carlos with a very easy offensive foul call. Hofstra played 1 good big this year, and he had 25. Yeah, like I said earlier, I fully expect Filipowski's going to eat all night. I can't imagine him not. They just don't have the size. Between him and Mitchell, it should very easily be like Filipowski gets 20 and Mitchell gets or Filipowski got 22 and Mitchell's got 20 or something like that. Can we have the Blue Devil pointing the trident at the Baylor Bear? Yeah, I was thinking something like that. As we've got Jared McCain who's going to light it up from 3. 16-10. Duke, 5 of 5. 5 of their last 5 from the floor. We're having a brilliant conversation here in chat, and the game is actually going brilliantly for us so far. But yeah, we'll do a trident, a bear Blue Devil Trident face-off or something like that. I've got the image in my head. I just need the AI to create for me. So you took the bucket home and you clean the popcorn bucket, reuse it. Good pass there by Filipowski, but too hot to handle. TJ Power would have had an easy 2, and he can't quite grab it. So we got 12:49 to go. 16-13 after Hofstra hit the 3. Such an awkward thing to pronounce, by the way. Hofstra. The only reason I didn't take Mitchell is because he likes to make dumb shots. He also gets, really dumb taunting calls and give technicals. Oh, what a feed. We got beat badly there. Fritz for 2, and he's got 3, and that brings it back to within 1. So back and forth we go, actually, on this one. Oh, Filipowski with the touch outside as McCain has got another one. Yo, so McCain picking up right where he left off. I love to see the momentum. Quick flip back to the Charlotte game here in that box score. McCain with 21 points in that one. He's got 6 so far tonight off perfect 3-point shooting. You love to see it. I feel like McCain came out of the gate pretty strong and then took a dip and now he's back. At least on the easier games. My goodness, Dubar's got another 3. Wow, we're just going to go back and forth hitting 3s all night, chat. I have an over-under on 3 dunks this season. For what? I wish the old school logo of the mascot would come back full time. I miss those days. I'm sure you could probably find a sticker with it, though. Ooh, the little leaner there. Honestly, I don't know how Fritz is getting so open. It just shouldn't be. I knew not to put 1.5s again. Oh, yeah, if you had put 1.5 on McCain, you would have hit that one instantly. Filipowski's going to force that one up. Yeah, I saw something interesting earlier this week as somebody was commenting on Filipowski's game. They were saying that, when he goes to the rim, he's looking for... He's not finishing strong enough, and he's basically, looking for contact. This was their opinion. I thought it was just a sort of interesting commentary. On that particular... Because on that particular play, he... I think he was looking for contact, but he still finished really strong under the rim there. So... just something to sort of keep an eye on. That 3's no good. Deflection on the rebound by Filipowski into the hands of Roach as Duke will retain possession. Roach is going to go coast to coast. Easy. Yo, Roach put it into fifth gear and just said go for it. I have Duke over under 3 dunks in this season. Wait, but 3 dunks in this game? Season is Of course you have 3 dunks in the season. For sure. Oof. Bank shot there for Carlos. That's 4 for him. I'm missing a 3-pointer from somebody on Hofstra. I think it's Dubar that had another 3. So he's swinging back and forth. Look, the pace of the game is actually quite entertaining, I have to say. This has gone very fast as Filipowski's looking for 3 there. It looked online, but it's going to go wide left, actually. 9:16 to go. We never actually took the under 12 timeout. We've just kept going here tonight. Ooh, Thomas thought about the 3. Filipowski gets away from maybe what might have been a bit of a foul. Thomas going to take cut, and Filipowski's blocked from behind. Nicely done. He keeps it in bounds, actually. Duke looking to push. McCain's going to put it on the deck. McCain behind the back. McCain up. Oh, my goodness. He gets blocked, actually, by Fritz. Denied. Yeah, I don't really mind that by McCain. He's just got a... He kind of did go into a double team there, but whatever. It's okay. I'll take it. Fadeaway, no good. Rebound to Flip is Roach. Filipowski, lagging coming out the floor. Did he roll his ankle or something? He's got his hand on his hips. Needs a breath. Blake's Roach, Power. McCain, Flip. Power running baseline here. We have not actually gotten power of the ball. Let's see if we try to kind of set it up. Does Hofstra collapse in the paint? They don't, and that's going to be the and one for Filipowski, as Fritz is going to pick up a foul. So Filipowski's already got 11. He's going to potentially have 12 as he goes to the free throw line when we get back from break, assuming that he makes it to the bench because he looks like he's about to keel over. Woo! He's been playing a lot of basketball. We almost had 2 breaks in 1 there. So, looking good, ladies and gentlemen, for those that put the over on Filipowski tonight. My cow bet was free as long as he don't get hurt. Yeah, right now it's looking that way. Might be a 25er, actually, the way that this thing is going. Let's check out live stats here for a sec. Actually, both teams shooting actually pretty well from the field. I mean, Duke is well out here. He's at 58%. Yeah, Keon, welcome in. So we're back. I mean, Duke at 58% right now. We're hitting just about most of what we're putting up at the moment. I really like the assists though. 9 assists on 11 field goals. That is a quick math, probably about like 82%, I would say. I get off work in 10 minutes and have a 15-minute drive home. Keon, come back for the second half. We'll still be here. Both teams hitting 3 from 3. It's a bit of a tongue twister on that one. And yes, Dubar is the one that has the 9 points there. I was going to look, so I had a Jared McCain. McCain was 3 of 7 from long distance. That was it with the 21 points. All right, so he is perfect tonight. So Antikin is loving life, man. I way back in the day, I used to bet on these things, and then I lost, and I was like, you know what? I would lose when Duke lost, and then it just felt like twice as bad, and I was like, I'm not doing this again. Because you're always like, you can never like bet Duke you can never be objective when you're like betting Duke, because you're just like, well, I always think they're going to do great. So I would like to think I have an edge to some degree, but Chris is out of energy for his Packers. Every time Duke scores, he's slowly clap. Get the slow clap going. It's all right. I mean, the Packers are still in the playoff hunt. I did get myself in my fantasy playoffs. I'm very pleased with how the season is going. It's an 8-6 record, but it was good enough to get me the number 3 seed there. And we have 2 2-week games in the playoffs. For some reason, my league has decided to go the distance all the way to week 18. Although the way that it looks right now is that I think most teams are going to have to play to the end. Nobody's really locked up the number 1 seed yet. So yeah, no, I'll take us under. You'll take us under. What was interesting? Wait, you're going to take Flip over in points, but Duke under as a team. Why does it feel like college basketball games are going by weight? Sometimes they put Mark Mitchell's threes up. I'll always take okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, Mark Mitchell threes, what would they even put up? Like a half? He doesn't actually hit that many. I'm trying to remember. I don't even know. It does kind of feel like the games are kind of going by faster, and that they slow them down. The games still end up lasting 2 hours. Anyway, Duke looking for a bit of a full court press here. 8:08 left in the first half, as we will go to another break as soon as we hit another stoppage. Although only 2 fouls apiece, and here's Thomas with the step back. Woo! Silky smooth, man. You know what? This is just gonna be a track meet, man. This dude is going to get his, all right? It's star player, other team, in Cameron, high scorer. Recipe is all there. It's just going to happen. He's going to get his. Just got to make sure that nobody else scores. And then we got to put up 70. Actually, sort of interesting stat. Hofstra has only lost 19 games when they hold their opponents to under 70 points. So, yeah. So basically, we want to score more than 70 points is basically the key to this one. So as long as we do that, we'll be in good shape. But yeah, I mean, they're averaging 11 threes a game. Hofstra it was 105 and 19 in games when they hold opponents under 70 points. I knew that was the stat there. So as long as we score over 70, we're good. Yeah. They used to put Ryan Young numbers up, but the under was free. Yeah, they put up, see, it's 0.5. It like, it's such a weird one because like Mark Mitchell hits 1-3, that bet's like over, but like, you know. Your Duke tattoo is giving them good luck. Everybody's got their ritual, man. You gotta stick with it. You gotta be consistent about the ritual. That's the thing. As long as you're consistent with your rituals, anything goes. Yeah. Quick stoppage in play as we did hit the under 8. Well, the dog is once again asleep right at my feet. Ryan Young did not get hurt. Ryan Young was just in the game. He hasn't been used as much, to be fair. Yeah, so the next Duke game is going to be before Christmas. I keep thinking like 8 days from now is like, oh, it'll be Christmas by then. Not quite. I have not finished my Christmas shopping. I got to get on that though. Gotta find all the Duke gear for all the Duke fans in my life. Cool thing about the Giants though. Wait, why? Oh, New York under Lombardi. Oh, that's why it's Packer history because they went they went the other way because he then went to coach the Packers. Sorry, I'm like multitasking here. Okay, logos received, Orlando. I got it. I got you. Logos received. We will throw them through my handy dander logo enhancer, as I call it, and make them a bit nicer. And then we will we'll use them throughout the season. Fun. I got no problem with that. Interesting sort of tidbit on this game, actually. The Hofstra coach, Speedy Claxton, used to play at Hofstra. Played from 96 to 2000. Went to the NBA, then came back to be an assistant coach at Hofstra for 8 years and is now the head coach at Hofstra. So, like John Shire, a player who then became their alma mater's head coach. Kind of cool. Yeah, I'll take custom logos, man. It doesn't have to be official. This is like our own little... This is our fun little arena that we get to make the rules in. It doesn't have to be... probably even better if it's official and it's custom, honestly. We definitely can't get in trouble for the non-official stuff. So... The kick outside from Carlos gives it back to Thomas. And now Thomas is probing Roach here on the right side. And Thomas going to take the step. Wow! My goodness, dude. That is a... He is shooting left, falling right, fadeaway jump shot over the outstretched arm of Jeremy Roach. Okay, man, give it to him. 26 all. Hofstra brought the double team on Ryan Young here in the paint, and then McCain going to drive in now to Foster. They bring the double again. Good help defense there by number 30, Silas Sunday. This is going to go to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to try to put it up, and that'll be a foul. I don't know if that's on 3 or 30. That foul's either on 3, or it could actually be on Thomas. They made it, that was maybe number 23. So, I got Mitchell at the free throw line. As there we go, we get the first. So Mitchell with 3. Filipowski on the bench at the moment for those keeping score at home. So and Mark Mitchell going to get the second. Do I see a Duke player doing a triple-double this season? I think Flip had one last season, did he not? I thought there was something. Wow. Dunbar hits another 3 from the corner with some swagger at the end of it. 29-28 as my scoreboard got broken there for a second. No. I'm gonna go with no. Obviously, the one to probably do it. It's a toss up between Flip and Proctor. Actually, I would think, as Roach hits the deck and Carlos hits from 2, and Hofstra has a 3-point edge. It's either Flip or it's Proctor. Flip because. Obviously, the points and the rebounds are easy, but he could also get the assists, maybe? I mean, he's not going to get the blocks because he's not Derek Lively, right? So, like, Mitchell there, nicely done, gets the 2 right back, going through the contact. And then Proctor, because obviously he would get the points and the assists, and I feel like the rebounding is probably the easier of the stats to get for the guard. So... But I'm gonna go with no. No, it doesn't happen. I think it's too hard. McCain gets put on the floor. That was a bit of a flop there. As Silas Sunday puts it over the backboard. Well, over the net. Coast to coach is Mitchell, and that's a 2 more. I don't think that counts as a dunk. That's a layup there. So Mark Mitchell with a quick 4. And Duke is now back ahead by a single point. And we said both teams were averaging basically around 80 points per game. We're paced to be about an 80-point game as, Jesus, Dunbar just keeps connecting from beyond the arc. That's another 3 there as they've now got 15. We're a little late on the defense there, but like, damn. Wow. Wow, it's right. Nick, I got plenty of friends from back in school, college, and high school mainly. I don't remember anything about elementary and middle school, but yeah, for sure. Totally different friend groups, though, to go along with my totally different stages of life to be in each of the different ones. It's actually going to be a 30-second timeout as we're going to get right back to it, so not immediate timeout here. Okay. So, yeah, this is getting a little out of hand real quick here. This is Fritz, Carlos. It's only got 3. Okay. Defeated rank opponent in 3 straight seasons. That is not the stat I want to see right now. Hofstra can go and defeat all the ranked opponents at once. It just can't be us. There's a triple team there for Blakes. Mitchell is going to put 3 from this corner. That one doesn't go. The line drive shot there too long. Ooh, great energy by Blakes, who hits the deck and almost steals it from Carlos. And here's over to Tom. Oh, my. What? Thomas connects, and he's got 11. Filipowski should be able to just turn around and dunk this. No, he gets blocked from behind. Oh, my goodness. He's asking for the foul there. He didn't see that one coming. Thomas going to pull up again. Ooh, no. McCain kind of slips and gets maybe an ankle roll there, and Hofstra's going to step out of bounds. As Darlingston Dubar on the end line, sideline. Wow. Okay, so let's make sure we have this count correct. Dubar is 5 of 7 from 3. Thomas is only 1 of 3. So, and Hofstra has hit 6 threes so far. And they average 11. So they're halfway there in a half. So they're like right on that average. This is getting a little scary. Tell you what though, if you can hit the 3-ball, you can stay in any game. So at this rate, we might be in for a long night, chat. Like, we might go the distance here if they keep hitting. Yeah, 6 wow. Carlos has 6 assists. Whew. Roach has 4 so far. But a lot of Kyle Filipowski got 3. So this is what I was mentioning about, you know, if you ask me if somebody's going to hit a triple-double, I would think Filipowski would be the one between points, rebounds, and assists. I mean, he can put up, it's basically on pace to put up 4, you know, maybe 5 assists and a half. He could definitely get 10, so in a game. Kyle right now pacing, actually not all scorers, Dubar pacing all scorers with 15. Kyle, the highest scorer here for the Blue Devils with 12. Mitchell with 8. McCain with 6. He's hit 2 threes, but we haven't really looked for him or gone back to him at all. Blake's with 2 and Roach with 4. So it's really been the Mark Mitchell, Kyle Filipowski show at the moment. And then the usual suspects on the side of Hofstra, it's Dubar and Thomas. You got 15 and 11 so far. I mean, the dude's got 15 points and a half. He's on pace to go for over 30. Like, this is not the player we thought that was like gonna get hot, got hot, right? We said, well, okay, Tyler Thomas, if he gets hot, he puts up 30. Well, then at least as nobody else scores, then we're okay. But if you also have Dubar who puts up 30, then like, now we're in trouble. Let's see how this plays out, though. I'm not really worried just yet. Although we are down 5. Hi, bud. You woke up. There's a UConn-Gonzaga game on Friday. I gotta hand it to them. I'm glad Gonzaga is playing that game. Look at UConn playing very big out-of-conference games. UConn playing Gonzaga, playing Kansas. I like it. Of course, you gotta win them. But still. Yeah, the Duke shooting from 3 is kind of cooled off here. Hofstra is 6 of 12. We are 3 of 7. By the way, we were 3 of 7 when we checked the stats the first time at about the 8-minute mark, and haven't hit another one since then. So Filipowski now going to drive, go right, going to body up with Sunday, and going to absorb the contact, and that's an and one. Nicely done by Filipowski there. As we talked about him having to absorb contact but still being able to finish. Like, this is like body blows, man. He gives the dude 1, 2, a third one, and then on the third one he goes up and puts it in, and then gets the and one call. What was it? It was 16 and a half? You're going to get your over and a half here, gents. You're right when you said it was free. Yeah, that's going to go down, hits the back of the rim, and just kind of dies as it goes up. Duke, you're going to come out with the three-quarter court pressure again. The This was very effective against Arkansas. We'll see if, I don't know, if just Shire is trying to, get his guys going here, especially in the defensive end, giving up with all the threes that we've been giving up. Great hands by Filipowski. What? You're gonna bail out Hofstra after that was a steal, man. That was a steal and a run out. This is a Hofstra bailout. All right, they're gonna inbound here as Carlos gives it to Fritz. Back to Carlos. Back to Fritz. So they're gonna find Thomas here. Good ball denial by Roach. Actually, Thomas does end up getting it. To engage from almost 30 feet beyond the basket. And he actually misses the step back shot. Ooh, watch out. That pass to Blakes was dangerous by McCain. So we got 4 guards. We are also playing the 4-guard lineup right now. We've matched the small ball here for Hofstra's. Filipowski has Fritz on him, and Filipowski will go in and get another and one. So, congratulations, the over has succeeded. It only took 17 and a half minutes. One body. Oh, he kind of gave a little with the left arm there. We'll look past it. So yeah, we've decided to match small lineup for small lineup. Turns out our big is still bigger than their biggest dude, so just pound it inside and call it a day. Filipowski was 17 points. He missed the free throw, and we absolutely fell asleep defensively there as Dunbar is flattened behind the defense. Just lack of, jeez. Asleep at the wheel. Blakes, there's a screen from Flip, and Blake's going to give it to McCain. McCain, great shot fake, takes 2 steps inside the three-point line, and hits a nice jumper. McCain's got 8, and the score is tied at 39. Yes, all too easy. Oh, my goodness. Cross-court pass here to Dubar. Dubar's 3 finally misses, my goodness, and it's a rebound to Flip as we're trying to push it up ahead and push the tempo. Lakes is going to slow it down, actually. And, Roach is going to just take it in over Fritz, and Roach will connect. Way to absorb the contact there. I thought they might have called Fritz for another one, but, he didn't plant his feet or anything. They just kind of went up and then got swept backwards as Roach drove in there. So now, Ant, what you can do, you can go double or nothing in the second half, and you say, Filipowski, 25. Double or nothing. Since you already won this one in the first half. This will be the final timeout of the first half, unless the teams decide to call one on their own. Do we have a 100-point total game this season? Dartmouth, 88, 73 Arizona, 74 MSU, 90 against Bucknell, 95 against LaSalle, 80 against Southern Indiana, Arkansas, 80. Georgia Tech was a terrible 68, 80 for Charlotte, and 41 so far. Nope, we do not. 95 is the highest point total. Hofstra took that timeout, says we took the lead right back. Got a minute to go. 66 ticks of the clock. 6 on the shot clock as Thomas is going to go on Roach. It's interesting that what Duke is doing there on Thomas is that they're bringing over Filipowski late. He tries to swipe it from behind. That's not the first time that's happened. They don't actually double him. They just set up Filipowski in a way that he might be able to block it from behind. Foster stepped on the end line. Oh my God, you knew that was going to happen right before it hit. You're like, well, he's driving, he's too close, there's not going to be anybody there, he's going to get caught in the air, and then he's going to throw it away. And it's exactly what happened. 42 seconds. We could have gone at 2-for-1, although Hofstra now has 42 seconds to play with, and it's a turnover. Instantly, McCain to Roach. Filipowski puts it on the deck. Great find. Caleb Foster in the corner. Foster for 3! That is a fantastic steal by McCain. The three-quarter court pressure works. Hofstra turns it over on the inbounds. Great extra assist from Filipowski, who's now got 4. Foster knocks down the wide open shot. We got a 5-point lead here. What are we going to take into the locker room, though, is the question. 8 ticks to go here. High screen by Sunday. Thomas and Duke doubles him. Oh, and it's a steal almost. It'll be out of bounds, but Hofstra's going to have to inbound from half court. It's a tough Are they going to run here? Come on, refs. Don't give them time to, set up a play here. They have 3 seconds, so a couple dribbles and let it rip. Are they really going to call Foster for a hand check? What? Actually, that's fine. I misinterpreted what he was trying to do. We have only 4 team fouls. That's the 4th team foul. Just foul them. Because you just have to cause them to re-inbound the ball. They'll never get the shot off. And now at this point you don't. It's under a second. McCain with the deflection there. So yeah, I misinterpreted what we were trying to do there. .9 seconds. Thomas. No good. All right. If that shot had gone in, by the way, that's one of those ones where you're like, wow. It might not be our night. But we have a 5-point lead. We're looking good. Put 15 minutes on the clock. 8:03 is when we'll be back to resume play. We'll take a look at the stats during that time, however. Duke 44, Hofstra 39. Duke managing to pull away here with a 5-0 run late in the first, really in the final 90 seconds of the first. And so we find ourselves in a decent position. Right now, Filipowski has 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 17 points. It's a pretty phenomenal stat line there at the moment. Roach with 5 assists and 6 points. Mitchell with 8 and Jared McCain with 8. McCain is 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Foster has hit his only 3, which was the nice pass from Filipowski. And yeah, Kyle is currently 7 of 9 as Duke has a commanding lead in the field goal department, shooting 62%. Even though Hofstra is still shooting 51%, which by sort of any metric is actually pretty good. So, all right, they've played us close. They've played us well. We need to put an entire 40-minute game together. Starting in this here second half, because I felt like the first 20 minutes was actually was decent. It was decent. The defense definitely could have been better, but the offense was good. 13 assists on 18 made buckets. That percentage is a little down from when we first saw it. Let's see. Mental gymnastics here. 15 divided by... It's about 86%, or about 14% of these are still around. All right, chat. So, what are you excited about here? Any thoughts? Like, we need to put together a good first 5 minutes of the second half. I mean, the game has been back and forth, back and forth. Nobody has really asserted themselves. The one interesting stat that stands out to me is Duke is 4 of 8 from beyond the arc, and Hofstra is 6 of 13. On an aggregate, sort of like, if you just look at the percentages, you see 4 and 8. Okay, Duke is shooting 50% from 3. Say, wow, that's really good. And then you get Hofstra, which is 6 of 13. So they are just slightly above or below halfway, probably around like 48, I think would be my 6. Let's see, math. Yeah, I think that's right. So good thing they are not shooting like they do in the games. Rebounding pretty much even, 14 for Duke, 12 for Hofstra. Any thoughts? Yeah, I have some thoughts. Stop scaring the crap out of us with those close games. There we go. Agreed, man. I mean, who doesn't love the good old-fashioned blowout? My thoughts are this: we can do to bolster our defense, and how can we stop them from getting runs? Yeah. I mean, I definitely think we need to lock down on the three-point ball in the defensive end. I mean, 46.2%, even though we're shooting 5, is still like, this is 46.2% on a bigger base. Right? So. All right, let's get it. No, actually, I can't actually stand with this desk because the camera would fall off. Very awkward. Actually, let's see. We did this. Let's try this. We can do our second half standing. Like the Cameron Crazies! Oh, it does actually reach. That's awesome. Send it! Huh. The pup decided to get back on the bed. There's the pup cam. There he is. Look at him. He's enjoying the game too. He's got direct line of sight. The TV on this side. Stretch it out, Chad. Stretch it out. Crack that back. This is our halftime stretch. Whew. Goodness. One of the another interesting tidbit, bit of Duke news today coming out of the football world. Riley Leonard officially transferring to Notre Dame. Now, you all know my personal opinions on this. It's very unfortunate. I hate how things have gone down. I wish Riley the best of luck. I mean, he was fantastic in the games that he did play for us. Very unfortunate injury there in that Notre Dame game that really kind of derailed the season. What I don't really like is when folks transfer like within conference. I just hate the idea of in-conference transfers. I don't know. It just doesn't sit well with me. It's like, I don't know. I feel like, yes, people do that for like grad school. Like you can go to like others, you go to schools that are nearby or something like that. But like, if you're playing sports, it feels wrong. In college, it feels wrong, and obviously, like in the NBA or like in professional sports, there's like, oh, you played on the Steelers, and now you play for the Ravens, or like something like, or so you go where the money is, right? But like, I don't know, it feels wrong in college. I don't know. I feel like there should be some like team loyalty or something that you're just like, oh, I'd never go play for that other team. I have a Duke Blue Devils cup that I had for so long. The paint is starting to peel. I had a Duke Blue. I had a water bottle that I would use for the gym. It was Duke Blue, and I had it for years. I had it since I was an undergrad. Years. And finally it broke. I dropped it when it was full, and like it sprung a leak. But yeah, the paint was coming off of it all the time. But because it was a Duke blue color, you could not replace it. So you just had to run. You just had to roll with it. You can't just like get rid of the Duke colored stuff. Personal fouls 4. It's 2 for Foster, 1 for McCain. Missed one on Jared. Still so shocked at what happened. I mean, just like that, Duke football becomes a ghost town. They introduced us to be a new dynasty in Duke. Now it feels like a betrayal. Agreed, man. I agree. I thought it was. I mean, who knows? Maybe Manny Diaz comes in and everything's great, but like, I don't think so. I think he's gonna have to. It's crazy they're starting QB next year. I have no idea. I have not been following the QB situation that closely, honestly. I just think. I have zero expectations for the football team next year. Like, if they make a bowl game, that would be amazing. Be amazing if they made a bowl game. Like, that's the metric of success, honestly. One sec. But I also wouldn't be surprised if we only won 2 games or something like that. I just think it's gonna take time to rebuild the program. Because to Orlando's to Chris's point, like you had stability for the first time in the last several years. It felt like you had stability, right? You had the quarterback, you had the coach, and you were starting to build a team around it. Like the receivers and the running backs were great this season. But then, yeah, it's just like all kind of comes apart. But Chris is all on board with Manny Diaz, so let's see it, man. Let's see it. Like I said, I'm gonna take zero expectations into the football season. If it turns out we get a bowl, great. If not, I had no expectations anyway. Perfect. Is it time for dinner for the pub? I think it is. 3. Oh, then just 2. Look at this little guy. He's the best. All right. We should be done with halftime in, I'm going to say, like 3 minutes. Also interested in what are the other scores around this the league here. Whoops. Okay, I got rid of my notes. That's not what I wanted. We're like one of the first games to go. Does Carolina play tonight? Carolina play tonight after us. I'd really like to watch them lose. No, they don't. Tennessee also out there ranked. Tennessee putting a hurt on 49-21 over Gasso. What is Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern, the 0-9 team facing number 12 Tennessee. That's gonna be that's a doozy of a game. We're the only two ranked teams playing tonight. I grabbed 4 oranges for the second half. There you go. We're not playing Syracuse yet, but you know. Oh, the only thing that broke is a lid lash, but that's still usable. And Chris, you've got a Duke Classic mascot. Nice. Love it. You know, that's so the grabbing the oranges is an interesting one. As we think ahead to like when we do Syracuse, we could do like, as far as our thumbnail, we could just do like, we could have a Blue Devil like in a lounge chair, sunglasses, sipping some orange juice with like an orange juice like presser or something, and then there's like in this like vineyard of orange trees, and that could be it. Or we could have like the Syracuse Orange watching him with like in shock. We'll see. We can have a lot of fun with the Syracuse one. That's one we could definitely have some fun with for sure. You be careful, Nick, though, because if the second half gets tight, you're gonna like start nervous eating through all of them. So you're gonna have orange everywhere. Just checking something real quick. Let's see. Please use a. Oh, I see. Gotta flip that. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, well, let's keep rolling here. All right, we're back to it. Roach. Duke going to start with the ball here, actually, as Filipowski's going to throw it over. We started with the ball for a second, and then gave it right away. That's a turnover. That's the 6th turnover here for Duke on the night. So we've been very good, actually, with turnovers. We've been pretty good with turnovers for the last several games, actually, come to think of it. Jaco Fritz trying to drive right and now cut off there. Thomas also gets cut off. Carlos's 3 is no good. And Filipowski with a rebound there to get things going. You probably could have taken an over-under on Filipowski's rebound as well. Like 10 probably would have been free. This is a double-double. Oh, nice little bounce pass to Mark Mitchell. Although Mitchell can't hit, he gets his own rebound, but can't get the follow-up. Denied Filipowski an assist there. Beautiful dump-off pass. We've seen several of those examples now where Filipowski and Mitchell kind of play this little two-man game, and that's just overhelp there down low in the paint, leaves a wide open Fritz. And it's a three-point game, so Hofstra not going away. I mean, down by 5 in the road in Cameron. Oh my God, Mark Mitchell is going to... Mark Mitchell has just been like, he seems like he's asleep, man. I don't know. He's got 8 points, but like, coming out of the locker room like sleepwalking. Jaco Fritz from 3, no. Mitchell couldn't get the rebound. He had it deflected. It lands in the hands of Caleb Foster. He has had not good first 2 minutes here. Filipowski, there's the double team, and back to Roach, and Roach is going to hit from 3. And Roach now has 9. Flip with the assist. Really nice. So Hofstra bringing double teams there when the ball gets in the paint for Filipowski. Filipowski, great vision. Kick it back out. We've done this several times. Fritz traveled. Oh, no. Oh, he hit the end line. All right. Either way, it's a turnover. You do forget that Roach is a 48% three-point shooter. I feel like he just doesn't hit enough volume to be like thinking about it all the time. I only hit like 1 a game, but it's like Filipowski manages to pull this one back. McCain cross-court pass. McCain with the 2 steps inside, and he hits that one. That's 10 for McCain. Is in double figures, and a quick timeout from Hofstra there. They've got 2 lefts as Duke has gone on a 5-0 run, which we love, to start the second half. I don't know if that counts technically as an assist from Filipowski. Did they score it as such? If McCain takes like 2 steps inside the arc there? They did, actually. They gave it to him. Wow. 6 assists for Flip. Let's see. Jared McCain, pull up, good. Yeah, Filipowski assist, number 6. All right, well, there you go. So Filipowski's sitting at 6 assists right now, 6 rebounds, and 17 points. One heck of a stat line for the night. Oh, hi, bud. You back? You finished dinner? All right, folks, what are we thinking here? What are we thinking as we go down the stretch? So McCain's already got 10. Roach has 9. Who's going to be the second big scorer here for Duke tonight? We already know Filipowski's going to take it. He's got 17 already. Who's the other one? Is McCain going to go to like 15, 18 points? Is Roach going to get there first? I would not put my money on Mark Mitchell. He just had an awful 2 minutes. I guess I should also strike out Tyrese Proctor here, who's still out. We haven't really gotten any update as far as the status on the ankle, but all right. That was the full timeout. The full timeout taking plenty of time. here we go. 17:30 mark here of the second half. Filipowski with 17 points and 6 assists, which I did not realize is a career high, actually. That's, I didn't realize that. If he were to get a triple-double with assists, it would be like way career high. Interesting bit of information, yeah. Filipowski last year was a assist and a half per game average last night. I never really understood why someone sneezes. It sounds like a Star Wars gun. Well, there you go. Now you know where they got the sound effect from, Chris. You have a cold. Yeah, the cold has been going around. Protect yourselves out there. Out on Hofstra, actually. So coming out of the timeout, Hofstra unable to put together an offensive possession there. Duke with an opportunity now. We have an opportunity to put this thing into double digits and really put the hammer down. Let's go. Come on. Make it happen. Where are we going to go for this? They're going to call for the screen up from Mitchell. Yes. Little dump off pass. Mitchell outside to Filipowski. Filipowski for 3 from the corner. 20 points for Kyle Filipowski, the recipient of the assist from Mark Mitchell. And that's now an 11-point lead, and this game is getting out of hand for Hofstra quite quickly. Thomas switched on to Filipowski here, and now has to give it up. Great defense by Filipowski. That's Carlos, and Carlos gets that step-back jumper. That's 8 for him. Pulling it back to single digits here. Roach, are they going to screen Mitchell again? They are. They don't dump it off this time. Roach is going to find Filipowski in the exact same spot on the exact same play with the exact same result. There it is. Trading 3s for 2s, and Filipowski's got another one. Back-to-back triples. He's got 23 points. I feel like I'm watching like a fantasy game, like an NBA 2K here. Dubar's got 20 as he's hit 6 3-pointers. So Hofstra manages to claw into the lead a little bit. Back down to 9. Back and forth we go. It's a shootout here in Durham. McCain. Okay, now Roach asking for the screen. Roach back to Filipowski. Cross-court pass to Foster. Foster for 3. Oof, air ball. Mitchell, no shot clock reset. Mitchell going to put it back up again. That one did hit the rim. Tip out by Filipowski over to Foster. McCain in the corner now. No, not quite, actually. Dubar with the rebound, and Dubar will fall on Filipowski's legs. As Flip will get his first foul. Woo! What a possession, back and forth. All right, so these 2 possessions are actually worth taking a look here, folks, because this was, we kind of called it this way live. Is the same, basically the same play, the same setup, and you get the exact same result. So you end up basically running the same play twice. So okay, look at this here. So here's where we go. Here we go. Okay, so here's your setup, right? So Filipowski is way over here in the top right, off by himself. No problems there. Look at Hofstra. They're basically everyone, all 5. You draw a line across the middle of the court and then on the near side, okay? They're all on that side. Filipowski's the only one above. Roach has the ball now. He's going to call for the screen from Mitchell. Play this forward here. And there's Mitchell. Okay, Roach is actually not going to take the screen. He's going to reject it. He's going to go left. And then he's going to just dump this off as he goes into essentially Mitchell's man here. All right. And then the collapse by Hofstra, who gets trying to play this like backline defense over here. Great pass outside to Filipowski and just nails this three-pointer. Okay, great. So now we fast forward because we go 30 seconds into the future because we can do that here and have some fun with this. All right, so we set this play up again. Look, Filipowski all the way up here. Roach, here's going to be Mark Mitchell again. He's going to reject the screen again. Same set of players here. Number 11 going to collapse up. In this case, actually, you could have dumped this. You could have gone for the same exact pass to Mitchell. In this case, we decide not to. We're going to go across. You draw 3 defenders. Look, everybody's caught ball watching. Nobody, you actually have 2 options here. I didn't realize McCain was so freaking open. But yeah, you have Filipowski here. Yeah, or you could have done that extra pass, and then there you go. Just drill it. So it literally, the exact same play set up on 2 back-to-back plays, and Hofstra falls for it both times. But to our credit, great ball movement there. Really nicely set up. And you have to hit the open shot, which in the past we have had issues hitting open shots. We finally hit them tonight. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. It's an easy game. Basketball is just an easy game. We make it hard. Basketball is an easy game that sometimes Duke decides to make more difficult. Speaking of high assist numbers, Roach with 6 assists at the moment. And Duke continuing. Duke and Hofstra both shooting over 50%. Duke at 56.4, Hofstra at 53. Both have hit 3 3-pointers. Duke 7 of 13, Hofstra 7 of 16. Actually, and so our overall shooting percentage is a bit better on that one. We've made 22 shots and have 17 assists from those shots, which is a tremendous bit there. Duke also pressing here, and Hofstra will get it over the timeline. Mental math suggests that it's like 75% closer, 77%. I was close. As Hofstra throws it right away. One of the stories in the first half was the limited turnovers from both teams. Hofstra had 4 turnovers in the first half total. Duke had 5. Here in the second half, Hofstra now has 3. So they've basically doubled up they're 1 away from doubling up their turnover total here in the first 5 minutes of the second half. As McCain can't quite connect, but the rebound to Mitchell and the dunk. 10 points from Mark Mitchell. That is an official dunk on that one. Duke has only turned it over twice here in the second half. Hopefully everybody's having a very nice Tuesday evening. The way that Duke is playing, I can't imagine how it wouldn't be a nice Tuesday evening. Thanks again for joining us here. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Oh, and I definitely almost stepped on the dog. So I've been moving around here. There we go. Duke still pressing up here full court. So Mark Mitchell, the 3rd Blue Devil to reach the double-figure mark here for the game. And there goes Bryce Washington, who still hasn't scored in the game, and he comes up empty. Filipowski is just going to walk into the 3. No good. A bit of a heat check there. Is it too long? Hits the back of the rim and goes out. This is Carlos. Very tough shot. That's going to be a foul by Foster. And 3 fouls for Foster. All right. Carlos at the free throw line here, shooting 2. He's got 9. I mean, the lead still... This is still a manageable game for Hofstra, no doubt. If they start hitting some threes, they could get right back in this thing. And both of them for Carlos is now he's gotten into double figures with 10. See, Duke 17 assists on 23 made field goals. I had it at 17 on 22, but that's okay. Won't blame ESPN for being late on the stats there. Blake's Roach. Now Roach to Mitchell with a rifle pass, and Mitchell gets a hit from behind, and that was Thomas there with the block. Filipowski, Mitchell, McCain, Blakes, and Roach in the game at the moment. Active hands by Duke, but can't quite get their deflection there as Dubar is going to go for three. That's too long. Will we come up with the rebound? And Roach does actually come up with the rebound here. Roach to Filipowski. He doesn't force this one up. Gives it outside to Blake, actually. And this is to Mitchell. Mitchell thought about the three. Thought about it twice, actually. And will drive in. And Fritz will get a foul there. That'll be his third. Mitchell at the free throw line there. I kind of agree with him not taking the three, to be honest. Even though he double clutched that one, he really thought about it. Good fill in the grad student section, actually. I guess students are just about to go on break, but good attendance there from the grad students. Good to see the stadium's games full, even over the holiday breaks. 2 for Mitchell, 59-48. Hofstra hasn't scored in 3 minutes and 10 seconds and badly needs a bucket. Their only point's going to be the free throw line. Not going to get it on that one! As Filipowski knocks that out of the hands of Carlos. Roach going to step into the three. Not quite there as Hofstra just dodged a big one. Oof. That's the blow the game open right here, knock the roof off Cameron kind of shot, especially after a block. There's another deflection. And Blake comes up with it. Duke up on the floor. Roach, is he going to take it again? No. Cross court to McCain. Over to Blakes. Blakes driving left. Filipowski. Wide open is Roach for three, and he hits it again. The captain, Jeremy Roach. Give Filipowski his 7 assists. Give Roach 2 more points. Up to 12. And Duke is up 14. I'm calling it. We're calling it. Roach, man. We said he shoots it at 48% from 3. He's got it. He's 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, so he's like right on his average. Filipowski's hit 3 3-pointers. Roach has hit 2. McCain has hit 2. Foster's hit 1. It's raining threes in Cameron tonight. Chat, what do you guys think? Are we good? Are we feeling comfortable enough to call this, like, to put this safely away, or not quite? Let's look here at the interesting bit. I think is going to be the difference in the 3-point shooting between the first and the second half. In the first half, Hofstra was 6 of 13. Duke was 4 of 8. Okay, keep those in mind. It's about 50% for either team. Now, in this second half, Hofstra is 1 of 4. Duke is 4 of 8. So Duke has doubled up its 3-point shooting here in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Hofstra has only made a single 3-pointer. They're going to need at least another 5 to keep themselves in it. That's why they were keeping themselves in it in the first half. If you hit 6, you give yourselves another 15 points. You're actually ahead by 1. Obviously, you don't have them all right now, but think about it that way. The Hofstra just hasn't been able to really hit much from the floor. They're only 3 of 8 in this half. Duke is actually 6 of 16. I mean, on a percentage basis, both teams are shooting the same, but Duke has taken twice as many shots. A combination of turnovers, second chance opportunities, all contributing to that. And offensive second chance opportunities is your offensive rebounds, which we have 5 of. And so that's where we're at. who was it that asked me if any Duke player could get a triple-double? And I was like, yeah, no, not going to happen. And it might happen in this game. I mean, the way that Filipowski's going, he's got 3 more assists to go. He's already got the points. He's going to get the rebounds. Like, he's got 8 rebounds. At some point, you just, like, jack it up, throw it up for him, and just, like, let him go rebound it so he can get the 2 other rebounds here. But yeah, 7 assists. So Duke leading by 14. And that, I think, was the under 12 timeout. Although, oddly, I don't know. It's 12-11. Like, I don't know how that was called because Hofstra still has 2 timeouts, which is what I had them. And Duke has 3, and that's what I thought there was. I don't know. Time on the floor. Who knows? Weird. Duke unrelenting defensive pressure here the whole night so far. Ooh, reach and foul there as Roach picks one up. We've actually played a relatively clean foul game here. It's our 3rd foul in the half. We only had 4 fouls in the first half, so... Oh, that's off Hofstra's foot. Yeah. Yeah, that's a turnover. Jeremy Roach is the first 4-year starter since Kyle Singler? That can't be right. Grayson Allen has to be. Grayson Allen has to be that stat. I don't think that's right. Khalil Farmer there with a foul. Nicholas is a really nice one for yeah. This one's quite nice. I think it was on sale, but this Blue Yeti one definitely picks me up from far away. There's a technical foul called actually on the Hofstra coach. Roach there makes the first. And the second one. 14 points for Roach. I love how they bring the career stats for the players at the alma mater, but they omit the national title. They should say points, assists, steals, 3-point field goal made, national titles. 1 for Shire. Inbound here to Mitchell. Oh, nice little bounce pass to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to take it himself. Nope. Going to get deflected as Fritz hands it off there to Farmer as he was falling out of bounds. Thomas now being defended by Blakes at the top of the key and takes 3 or 4 dribbles into the paint, and Thomas connects. These are his first points in the second half. First 2 points in the second half here come with 11 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Filipowski thinking about 3. Way long. Filipowski right now just better just hand off assists. You don't need any more points, buddy. Just go assist. Blakes hits the deck for the... Oh my God. I love the effort from Jalen Blakes who hits the deck for the steal rather. And now he's going to get rewarded, maybe? No, actually gets deflected from behind. The player he stole it from recovered and deflected the shot from behind. Dubar here for 3. Yes. Wow, Dubar's got 23. We got an 11-point game again. Timeout Duke? Yes. Timeout, Duke. Yeah, man. These guys can shoot. They can flat out shoot it. These guys can flat out shoot it. We just got to get the ball out of the hands of Dubar and ball out of the hands of Thomas. Actually, interestingly enough, right? Like Thomas is the fourth leading scorer in the country, but currently being outscored by his teammate. Dubar with 23, Thomas with only 13. Duke inbounding here after the timeout. I think Shire just want to have the right play on here, as you might sense a bit of momentum from Hofstra if we come up empty. Filipowski kick outside to Blakes. Over to Foster. McCain screening for Roach. And 5 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Flip. And Flip is going to have to put up a tough mid-range jump shot. The analytics were not in the favor of that shot at all. Straight man-to-man defense here from Duke. Not switching. Thomas still on McCain. Ooh, Thomas steps through. Didn't think it was that bad by McCain, to be honest, but we got a 9-point game again. I called it way too early as Hofstra's got in quick 5, and they're right back in it. McCain giving it to Flip. Flip gonna go left. Flip loses it, actually. Turnover. Duke sloppy play here in the last couple minutes. Big possession indeed if Hofstra can really cut into this lead. This is Carlos. Carlos with the left. No good. Rebound. Roach. All right. Filipowski going to try to go off glass. No. Gets his own rebound. Yes. Kick outside. No. And he's actually going to go right up top. And that'll be a foul on Fritz. His 4th. So foul trouble there for Hofstra. I thought there was a fast correction there. And Filipowski hits the first. 24. And Filipowski's going for 30 tonight, Chad. Like, there's no way around it. He going for 30. And makes them both. So, actually, 25 points so far. Duke margin is back to 11. Duke needs a stop and a score. Send them home. There's Thomas. There's the switch. Oh, great hands by Roach. And it's 2-on-1 for Duke as Blake's with a full speed ahead and he lays it in. Nicely done. Great defense by Roach on Thomas. The deflection. We actually got out in transition and ran for once. Jalen Blakes didn't miss the layup. What is happening tonight? Moving screen. That's number 5. Are they calling it number 4? Who's the other? What? Dubar. Ah, okay. Sundays. Yeah, okay. All right, I thought it was number 5. Not. Now, Fritz is going to have to go to the bench, which leaves Hofstra with absolutely nobody in the paint. 8 minutes to go here. Flip to Mitchell. Mitchell thought about 3. Now gives it to Roach. Roach going left. Back to Mitchell. Back to Filipowski for 3. This one is on its way, and it's good. Okay, now I think it's over. I called the game once. Now I'll call the game again. I'll call the game over again. Too funny. We have another moving screen? Wow, Silas Sunday gets called for another one there. Hey, bud. You want to come up? Come here, buddy. Ooh. Come here, bud. There you go. All right. Let's go wireless on the headset. There you go. Ugh. It's dog time. As we've opened up a 16-point lead here at the under 8 timeout with 7:31 to go. Duke in command. 4 Blue Devils in double figures right now between Filipowski, McCain, Roach, and Mitchell. Roach with 14, Mitchell with 12, McCain with 10, and of course the big 28 by Flip, who is definitely getting 30 tonight. See, I told you guys, double down on the, and just do like 20, over under 25, right? At this point. You would have hit that one too. Should be out of the timeout here in just a second. And we will resume. Buddy, you have gotten way too big for like lying on my lap. You were just like falling all over the place. Down you go. All right. Here we go, folks. Still with the assist numbers, 19 assists on 26 makes. I mean, we are that when Duke plays at this like 75% assist ratio, we are literally one of the best teams in the country. That's why we were ranked highly at the start of the season, deservedly so. We just got to put the pieces together. To be fair, we have not been. There have been games where we have played very poorly, and in those games, the games you lose, we lose by 5 points, and you see that the whole like assist thing is like the ratio is way off. Talking about add another one as Roach hits it from 3 again off the assist from Filipowski. That's 4 3-pointers for Roach. Huge. Fritz there over to Carlos. Carlos's 3 no good. The 3 ball has left Hofstra tonight here in the second half, and they have not recovered. Roach gonna give it over to Foster. Ooh, nicely done by Caleb Foster. All right, everybody's hitting at this point. Everybody's hitting. Would be so cool doing to the Duke UNC game. Oh, going to the Duke UNC game in Cameron. Yeah, man, if you got a ticket to that. Although all of the Duke UNC games I went to, man, they lost. Except for one. Except for the last one I went to as a student, my second year of business school, they won that one. Oh, Filipowski's just going to say thank you very much. Picking up the dribble. Oh! Tried to lob it to Blake's. No. Hofstra on the other end. That's a hack by Roach. Third foul on him. Make him earn it at the line, honestly. Yo, bud. I wonder. So Filipowski has to know that he has 8 assists, right? He's got, like, somebody's got to be tracking the stats here. He already has the double-double. He's got 11 rebounds. Oh, my goodness. That's a real foul there on Farmer, as Mitchell's going to go to the free throw line. Hofstra 1 of 2, by the way. That was Dubar there. Only hit 1 of 2. 76-56 with 5:40 to go as Mitchell at the free throw line. With not been great, let's be honest. Not been great. And he misses the front end of the 1-and-1 right on cue. Thomas, step back jumper. Roach, hand in his face. Doesn't matter. Thomas with 18 points. As Duke is still up by 17. Foster over to Roach, back to Foster. Foster going to take this himself. No, he's going to give it to Roach. Actually going to give it to Blake's and Roach. Beautiful pass. And that's another dunk for Mitchell. Who had the over-under on dunks? Somebody said it was 3? You got 2 of them. They're all Mitchell dunks, too. Mitchell and Filipowski are really the only ones that dunk. Remember when our guards could dunk? Man. That was nice. Thomas inbounding. Give it to Fritz. Back to Thomas. Thomas going to go right. He should be able to score here with the left. No, actually. Rebound to Flip. Oh, pass way up ahead. Roach to McCain. It's an exhibition at this point, chat. Oh my goodness. Wow. 11 of 21 from 3. The assist train just keeps on coming. Air ball from Thomas. Foster is going to try to go coast to coast with it. Yes. And it's just out of control. It's out of control at the moment in a good way. We tick under 4. 3:55 to go. Duke in absolute control, up by 24. And is this going to go Farmer? No. Rebound to McCain. Jared up ahead. See, they got to give it to Filipowski, who's like, and then somebody's got to score for him twice. Because then you could get this, you can get this triple-double. Flip to Mitchell. Mitchell is going to go from 3. No, that was a bit forced. Take the under on the Mitchell threes. Oh, nice passing play here as Fritz scores, and he's got 9. Literally only 4 players have scored for Hofstra. Dubar with 24, Carlos with 10, Fritz with 9, and Thomas with 18. On the Duke side, we've gotten 6 to score. we really haven't played that many more. Like, TJ Power played a bit in the first half, and Ryan Young played a bit in the first half. But, like, these guys have kind of gone the distance here in the second. Roach with a circus shot, and he's got 19. But really balanced scoring sort of here. Top to bottom, you got 4 Duke players in, like, real double figures. I mean, Filipowski's got 28. Roach has 19. Like, that's almost a 20 piece on that one. Mitchell there with 14 and McCain with 13. Like, everybody's getting in on the action. It's fantastic. This is our best 3-point shooting game of the season, like, easily, but, like, bar none. Just 11 to 22. We're shooting 50% from the 3. We're putting up a lot of 3s. We're making a lot of 3s. The turnover story has been really good for us as well. 9 turnovers. You're looking to end the game with less than 10 turnovers. Great. 14 turnovers for Hofstra. Now the question becomes, what's the points off the turnovers? This is a crazy stat. Duke has 31 points off of Hofstra's 14 turnovers. We are literally averaging over 2 points a turnover. That's obscene. That basically, think about it. You're basically making more 3s off the turnovers from Hofstra to pull that average above 2. That's insane. I don't know if I've seen a ratio that high. And Hofstra only has 5 points off of Duke's 9 turnovers. They've gotten nothing off of our turnovers at all. Absolutely crazy. And then we've absolutely dominated the paint, which we knew we would. 38 to 16. Like, as I think his aunt said in the first half, the over on Filipowski was free. And he was right. Do you have to cancel the game or replace the goal if the goal gets broken? Yeah, you can. The baskets, there's extra baskets. There's extra baskets on the sides, like near the tunnel. So you'd have to roll one out, and then you'd have to center it, and then you'd have to measure the height to get it right. You have to reset it, and obviously you have to clean up all the glass and stuff. But like, there's extra baskets. Yeah, they don't cancel the game. They definitely don't. They got to have extras on hand, and they do. I don't know if Filipowski is actually going to stay in the game. I don't think they're going to give it to him. They're not going to give him the triple double. Big Sag. This was as good an opportunity as any. He needed just 2 more assists. Roach also with 8 assists, by the way. Actually, Roach could get it too. What's his rebounding? Filipowski with 12 rebounds. Roach only has 3. No. Just being the vacuum cleaner, man. Yeah, Sean Stewart in the game now. TJ Power in the game as well. We got all the freshmen plus Jalen Blakes at the moment here for the remaining 2 minutes and 7 seconds. And Hofstra has also cleared the bench as Griffin Baruch is into the game. Keyshawn Robinson also into the game. We haven't seen them at all here in this game. As TJ Power is going to go to the free throw line. Yeah. So there we go. This is going to be nice by TJ Power get the first. And there you go. that's 2 for power as Duke's put up 87. I don't think we score 13 in the next 2 minutes, but it'd be funny if the Duke broke the UNC basket. Yeah. So the problem is, though, that, like, you see, the baskets in Cameron are from the ceiling, right? Like in the NBA, they're from the stanchions, they're from the ground. But like, if you did break a ceiling one, you'd have to bring in like a replacement for the time being for like one of the ground ones. So Caleb Foster with the little finger roll there, 9 points for Foster. Robinson's got 3. Yeah, okay, there we go. 1 minute to go. Actually, 1 minute to go, like right now. There we go. So we got Sean Stewart gets called for a cheap foul. That's only the 16th foul, so nothing quite there. Not yet. As we go, Washington, the turnaround jump shot. Crazy shot, but sorry, Farmer hits that one, even though it was just an absolutely crazy shot. And we're going to call a substitution timeout to bring in the folks off the bench. Begovic in. Do we get Stanley Hubbard? Yes, we do. For the last 48 seconds. Let's see if we can get some points for Begovic or Hubbard here. We're going to play some K-ball, though, just or maybe not, actually. Foster's going to go over the top. Too strong for Begovic. Not quite. "36 seconds left here. Duke's going to win by 23. Sizable. We would have covered that spread. I think that was another Sean Stewart foul here. And it is. As Robinson goes to the free throw line. And Robinson, 4. All right, so on paper, chat, the game looked like it was going to be very interesting and could have been close. But again, the next level investigation of that said, well, Hofstra doesn't have any bigs. They play a 4-guard lineup and basically like a power forward or small forward. And it showed tonight. Kyle Filipowski with 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists. An All-American stat line there. He's definitely going to take player of the game for me, as we're just going to dribble it out. We'll win by 21. But that's a really nice way to go out here right before the break. I mean, the entire team played phenomenally well here tonight. 28 points for Filipowski. 19 points for Roach on 8 assists as well. And by the way, for Roach, 0 turnovers. Filipowski had 7 turnovers. Basically, all the turnovers were either Filipowski or Foster, 7 and 3. But yeah, 8 assists, no turnovers for Jeremy Roach, and 19 points. A phenomenal outing for him. And then Jared McCain with 13 points. No assists, but no turnovers. Not bad there. Mark Mitchell, strong game with 14 points, 4 or 5 from the line. Although rather inefficient, 5 of 16 from the field. You look at Filipowski, he went 10 of 16, and Roach went 7 of 11. Much more efficient there. So, Mitchell, it's not like Mitchell was taking harder shots. It just wasn't really going for him anyway. But yeah, look, shooting 55% from the floor, fantastic. We're going to go on a little bit of a break at the moment, as the next game isn't until the 20th. So, yeah, look, I hope everybody has a very safe next week and weekend a day. We'll see you all here right back on next Wednesday for the game against Baylor. It should be a huge game against Baylor. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, like, subscribe if you haven't, or hit the follow button. And yeah, we'll be back. Stay safe, everybody. Have a great week. And as always, go Duke.